Now I'd like to bring up our next inductee, actually, via video, and it's Phil Hayford to talk about Fred Meinke.
Good morning. It's my honor. I'm so proud to present Fred Meinke for induction into the Shorecrest Hall of Fame. The reason I'm doing this on tape is once he asked me to be his presenter, I already had tickets to go up and see my son and his team playing, and they play on Friday night, and so I couldn't change that. Fred, I really regret it. You know, I'd love to be there. Talk about Fred a little bit. As an 8th grader, he was a slinger. He didn't come out for football. And in spring, I said, hey Fred, I said, you know, maybe I ought to come out for football. Talked him into it. He played spring football. And then as a 9th grader, he became our starting middle linebacker. And then 10th, 11th, and 12th, he was our starting middle linebacker and also our starting quarterback. Some highlights of his sophomore year, he took us to the Final Four. For his junior and senior year, we were in the Elite Eight. We had back-to-back undefeated seasons. And this team was made up of quite a group of characters. And right in the middle of that was Fred. For instance, after games, there was a drainage ditch behind the old gym, and really pretty steady water. And for one, we had to go over and jump in the ditch, and they frolicked around in there, and the moss and the stuff was all right. And right in the middle of it was Fred. He's a great leader. What a competitor. I think that when you talk about him being a competitor, on the field, he was definitely a leader, led by example. But also, when he said things, he really meant it, and so he was quite a leader. He had a cannon for an arm. Many times I had to tell him, Lefty, I said, hey, don't throw it so hard. We got some kids out there that just can't catch it. Take a little bit off and throw it a little bit easier. If the game was on the line, I would want the ball in his hands. He lived for crunch time. If the game was on the line in basketball, we definitely wanted to have him have it, and he was down on the free throw line, and we know it was in good hands. Only time we didn't want to have a ball was in baseball. Our baseball coach said, gee, this kid's a lefty, he throws hard, and we got to use him as a pitcher. And Nuke LaRouche reminds me of Nuke LaRouche. When he warmed up the first time, I saw the first one hit 10 feet above on the screen. The next one was behind the batter. By the time he got ready to throw, the batter was nervous, I was nervous, and he proceeded to walk that kid, and then he walked the rest of them. And so, not so fast, coach. I think maybe, baseball is Fred's thing. But if you know Fred, he's a talker. He'll talk and talk, and I found out very quickly that the only way to, and this is a secret, don't let this out, but the way I could get him to quiet was I just very tenderly reached up and pinched his tricep. And once I did that, he just quieted down right away and we were able to get there and stay with that. Fred, as I told the team every Friday, as much as you want to be successful, as much as I want you to be successful, remember, no matter what happens out here tonight, I love you. I love you. Fred, I do love you. Congratulations. It's my honor to present Fred Meinke for induction into the Shorecrest Hall of Fame. He can beat you with his arm, he can beat you with his legs, and he can beat you with his heart. Good luck, Fred. Hope you enjoy it.
It's kind of a surreal experience to be standing up here with my teachers in the room, because I know what they still think about me this morning. So Phil was right, I do like to talk, and so I know you guys have more important things to do than to listen to me, but so I wrote a lot of things down, so that way we would stay on track. First set of thank yous, first of all, to Shorecrest. People don't realize that we have one of the best maintenance staffs around, nicest fields, nicest facilities, the best staff of teachers represented here in this room, and a great set of administrators. And so just so blessed and thankful to be a part of that, and just so blessed to be a part of that. So thank you to all of them, because it gave us all the opportunity to reach our potentials. To the parents and fans, I love going to games because we had not one bus with players, but we had buses with cheerleaders and parents always in tow. And so to all the parents and the fans that supported many teams over the years. To all the former teams, class of 75 being inducted today, which is pretty awesome. Thank you for that. And to all the former players, Rob Johnson, RJ Kazon, Mike Perry, Rob King, Dan Flynn, to name a few. Those were the guys that paved the path for me. So thank you for the example that they set. The incredible coaching staff I had, Bill Van Amen, Dave Field, who's an inductee, and Phil Hayford, who's been inducted as well. Some pretty great company there. And I'll get to Phil more in a little bit. my teammates. It's been amazing. I didn't know what to make of this, but I had a bunch of my former teammates reach out to me and just congratulate me. And so I wouldn't even be standing here if it wasn't for them. My family, my immediate family that's here, is all my wife's side of the family, but thank you so much for being here. My family lives all over the United States, so they're not here. But to my sisters, Tammy and Larry, who always took care of their younger brother, and then my parents, who always tolerated their son after having two wonderful daughters. Thank you for their persistence and just helped me to realize everything that I wanted to. And last but most important, my wife Kelly, who I think she was in grade school when I was playing football here. But so thankful for her undying support, and she is the greatest blessing from the Lord for me. Three quick thoughts for today. I know quick is relative with me. The first one is this induction today is more about the legacy of Shorecrest football to me and the program than anything else. I never thought of myself as being anyone special in football, definitely not a Hall of Famer at Shorecrest. I just wanted to continue the legacy that was passed down. And although I don't know many of the guys from the team of 75 with the exception of Jimmy Rowe, because I had the pleasure of coaching his kids, I will tell you it was always shared by Phil and the coaching staff of what you guys started and what we wanted to become one day. I simply remember looking up to those former players that I mentioned and wanting to emulate them and be a part of such a great tradition. Coach Hayford never allowed us to think of it as individuals. He always made us remember everything as a team. He always used to say there's no I in the word team, and I think that was beaten in all of our heads. And I was always appreciative of the things that he focused on. PTP, pay the price, what the gold dot meant, the brotherhood of football. And so to me, this was to unite the players. It was these mantras to me are what it means to be a Crusader football player. Second thought was to the gentleman that gave me the induction speech today, Coach Hayford. He was a second father to many of us. He has an amazing legacy here. He always saw things his way and did things his way. Others missed out on kind of who I was. I have to thank, I don't remember Mrs. Booker's new last name, but she kept me here for 2 years where I might not have made it in other places, so thank you, Mrs. Booker, for that. But Phil took a punk kid that was loud and annoying and very undisciplined and kind of harnessed that energy in a good direction. And so I'm thankful that he saw things in me that other people were not able to quite see. At the end, just about football, I think the most important thing is that football was always a means of how to look at life. There's going to be tough times. It's not going to go your way all the time. But what are you going to do? Cry about it and not be able to figure it out? Or are you going to work? And Phil always taught us what it meant to work hard and what it meant to work as a team. It was always about life. And as you saw in the end there, I was going to quote him, but he already said it. He used to say it to us every night. He left us with his wisdom, his guidance, his accountability, but most of all, his love. And he used to say it all the time, remember, no matter what happens out there tonight, I love you. And so I love Coach Hayford very much. So thank you for that wonderful speech that he gave to me. I wish he was here. And my final thought is what a privilege and honor. I didn't know what to expect about all this. I didn't even know how many people were inducted into this Hall of Fame, but standing in a room like this, looking at all of you, you guys thought I was here for football, but really it was all Sam's accolades, and I was her coach, which got me into the Hall of Fame. So thank you, Sam. But really, it's a remarkable achievement. I hope that my legacy that I've left here has always been about that I was no one special and that I credit my team. I told Adam Berry that I would give a shout out to all of my offensive linemen because I could not have done anything without them because they did all the hard sledding for me. Just thinking, simply put, the greatest part of this achievement is the simple fact that this is really not about me. It's about the teams that I played on and the people that I played with. They were family, and I'm blessed to be a part of this. So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for allowing me to enjoy this honor with everybody that's here. For all the inductees before me and those that will come after, it's been a privilege. So thank you again for this wonderful opportunity to share with you.
Yeah, that was one nice thing about having Fred. Fred used to coach here at Shorecrest and teach, and we actually used to coach cross country and track and field together for a number of years. And actually, it was, you know, those long bus rides from Gainesville, it was always nice to have Fred sitting next to you because he would definitely keep you awake. So, thanks, Fred. Appreciate it.